And not only that, he started historic preservation in this city. I'll never forget this. They were going to level the library board. The library in my neighborhood, have you ever seen it on Fulton Avenue? Absolutely gorgeous neoclassical building that people used, had great collections for a neighborhood library, the first branch library in the city. And the library board decided they were going to level it. And I was the councilwoman, and I said something really stupid, like, well, if you try to do that, I will put my body in front of the bulldozer. And so the mayor asked me to come to his office, and he said, I didn't know they were going to do that. He said, what can I do? I said, Mayor, John Simperman, do you remember John? He was head of historic preservation, a fabulous, former councilman as well, fabulous guy. And he said, listen, I will get John and, to help you. And then the Western Reserve Historical Society called me and said, a fellow from there, fabulous place, and told me, why don't we put the whole neighborhood on the National Register for historic preservation? That's where Rockefeller had his first office, the oldest churches, I mean, the list goes on and on, about not only that neighborhood, but other neighborhoods. The other thing that Ralph did with this historical period, they had a lot of federal grants. And do you remember how he restored all these ethnic halls in halls in the African-American community? I remember, what is it, the Czech Hall, with all that beautiful brass, and the Slovenian National Home on Superior that was totally restored during his tenure, and other places on the east side, west side, all over the place. But he got it. He was a neighborhood guy. I said this. He was from the roots of Cleveland, you know? He understood it so well and loved it so much. And I want to say this, that without Ralph Perk, we would not have neighborhood organizations. My neighborhood has Ohio City Inc. I agree with them sometimes and disagree with them sometimes, but the fact is it's good that we have neighborhood organizations because it's the people who have to take care, essentially, of their neighborhood, or at least help. And it was during that tenure, Dr. Bruce, you were part of that. Ruthie Miller, God rest her soul, one of the great gals who worked for the mayor, Albert Ratner's sister, you know, was just terrific. Vince Campanella, he had a great staff. Irene Morrow was just so terrific, and still Cap. I mean, I could go on and on about his great staff.